Hey, hey, hey. Y'all, I apologize. I know I said 15 minutes, probably 20, 25 minutes ago. I'm sorry. It's Friday, so just trying to get some things together. Enrolled a new child last minute, and we were trying to get them situated for Monday. Good problems to have. All right. Hey. Hi. I hope you guys had a great week. I am back here. Not traveling this week, so Camper Conversations is literally at the camper. And as y'all can see, I'm sitting outside of the camper because it's hot in the camper. Opened it up this week several times. Got some cleaning products, got some things to get it together because next weekend, y'all, I'm going to a melanated camp out. Yes, black people camp too. Black people camp as well. So I'm going to a melanated camp out. It's here in Georgia. It's about an hour or so away. But pulling this big girl, it'll probably take me about 2 hours. So I'm prepared for that. I'm so excited. Like, I bought this camper, and y'all know, y'all seen it. I've had it. I bought this camper like December. And I've been traveling, but I've been flying everywhere or driving everywhere. And I have not had an opportunity, to take it out yet. But that is the plan. Next week, I will be taking it out. I'll be taking it out on the first, my first outing, my first camping. So I'm gonna go live, cause actually, let me tell you something about it. Melanated Camp Out is for adults only, 21 and over. So the itinerary for the weekend, y'all, is bananas. They're having a kickball tournament. They're having kayaking at night, a moonlight kayak. They're having a lip sync competition. They're having a pajama party. There's a comedy show going on. Like, it's a whole weekend full of fun. Line dancing class. So I'm going to get into that, even though I have the number one dancer at the house. So I'm excited. So let me get started because I'm already late. And I'm going to start out by saying what I normally always say. I am not a relationship expert. I in no way claim to be a professional. What I do claim is to be a black woman living this life and doing the damn thing and enjoying it. I'm enjoying it. Hey, Benjamin. I am enjoying it. So let's get started, right? So y'all usually know that the topics that I come with or I talk about are usually topics that are posted on the page at some point during the week or at some point. Topics that either someone has sent me or something that I thought about, came up with, experienced, or whatever. So today, there's a topic that's coming from someone else. Now, I'm not going to say their name unless they, they want to, to say or whatever, because I'm going to be honest with y'all, I get a lot of inboxes from y'all. I get a lot of memes, I get a lot of quotes, I get a lot of comments, I get a lot of subjects. And I get that sometimes people don't want to be out front, or people don't want to, display because they think somebody may think this is about them. And it may be about them at some point. But people tend to be shy, and that's cool. So y'all send me a lot of inbox. I get a lot of inbox. Some of the stuff I don't post. Because some of the, topics are a little bit racy, and some of the topics are a little bit negative. And this is not the place for that. There will be no negativity. There will be no male bashing, female bashing. That doesn't happen here. So if you send me a topic and you see it's not up on the page, that's because I kind of felt like it may be offensive. So we're not going to deal with things that are offensive. This page is about building and lifting each other up. Whether you're dating, single, courting, married, divorced, it doesn't matter. This page, Real Life Relationship Growth, is just what it says. It's about growing relationships, dealing with real life situations. Y'all know I'm pretty transparent. Like my personal Facebook page, I do a lot of posting when I do my trips, and I'm on the beach or cycling or whatever, and I post a lot of pictures. Like, that's my thing. I did that all through high school. Like, my room was plastered with pictures of everybody and everything, my girls, my family, or whatever. So I've always been a picture taker. I love doing that. I literally have albums in storage. Like, so if you knew me back in the day and you need a picture from high school or whatever, I probably have it. Just hit me up. So anyway, our topic came from a brother. This topic came from a brother tonight, and it says egos and limitations. Our topic is egos and limitations. Hey, Shannon. Egos and limitations. All right. So, I'm walking a little careful. I'm going to start out, but I'm going to go into something in a second. But I'm thinking about it before I come to y'all with it. So, egos and limitations. They kind of go hand in hand. When you look at egos, when someone is egotistical and they think about themselves and they focus on themselves, they focus on their needs only. Now, mind you, we're talking about people in relationships. Single people, if you want to be egotistical, if you want to think about yourself, you have that right. You have that freedom to think about yourself and not worry about anyone else. But when you're in a relationship and your ego is so big, I'm trying to find someone to hang these keys, and your ego is so big that everything is about me. Everything is about what I want to do, what I missed out on, and what I want to do, how I see my future, whatever. Then being in a relationship may not be for you. If your ego is so big that it causes difficulties in your relationship to the point where someone is feeling neglected and someone is feeling hurt, then being in a relationship may not be for you. You may need to stay single. You may need to be single. So, if your purpose... I'm reading my little cliff notes, y'all. I'm reading the notes that I was given. Okay, got you. Limitations. So in relationships, the plan is for there to be growth. The plan is for you to do better with that other person than you were able to do by yourself. Whether it's emotionally, mentally, financially, physically. That is the plan in a relationship. That you have the growth with someone else. But if your ego is so big, if your concerns are you, yourself, and I, me, myself, and I, then you stop that growth. You stunt that growth. Growth can be stunted. Meaning you can take that relationship that started out great. Y'all enjoyed each other. Y'all did all kind of things together. And then more and more, the other person realizes this is not about us. This is about him, or this is about her. So it stunts the relationship. It stops it. It makes it stagnant, if not end it. So y'all know, again, I'm pretty transparent. So I have to say, in my last relationship, there were some heavy egos. Now, mind you, I said egos because if there's two people in a relationship, there were some heavy egos. And don't get me wrong, I don't feel like it's all bad to have a big ego. Because to me, self-love is so crucial and so important. If you don't love yourself, you cannot love someone else. You have to understand and know what you want, what you desire, where you're going, what your plan is. And in the process of doing that, you feel happier, you feel more confident, you feel more secure, you feel you just feel better. when you're learning yourself. And I have to say, over the years, that is what has happened to me. The confidence, the security, the understanding of who I am and what I want and what my purpose is has helped me to be on this high, y'all. Like, I'm on this high. I ain't gonna lie, I'm on this high. I wake up every morning and I'm like, chick, I love you. I appreciate you. And I do that because I know where I've come from. I know who I was before. I know the hurt and the pain I have may cause someone previously, in life, that may have brought a relationship to an end. I'm going to be transparent and tell y'all honestly, I'm talking about my children's father, Daryl, period. That's all I'm talking about. Egos and self-absorption and not seeing what needed to be seen before can hurt, harm, taint in relationships. So in my last relationship, the egos were so heavy and so high, it definitely pushed us apart. It pushed us apart. Selfishness set in, what I want set in, what I need set in. But to be totally honest with y'all, I feel like it came in that way. Period. It came in that way. Because you can only front and hide and do certain things but for so long. So when egos come in, it sets the limitations. It stopped the growth. It stopped the team effort. It stopped the, let me think about her before I think about myself. Or let me think about him before I think about myself. Egos stunning the growth and causing limitations. So there are so many things that could have happened. There's so many things that could happen when you set your ego aside. And I have this quote on my Instagram profile or whatever. And I learned, and I was told a long time ago, the person who is right should be the person to apologize. When I first heard that, y'all, I'm not gonna lie, I was like, that makes no sense to me. Like, why would I apologize if I'm right? The right factors, the right way, everything about it is right. And you get into this argument and you bickering and you arguing, you going back and forth at each other, and nobody's giving. Nobody's slowing down. Nobody's stopping to say, hey. So the person who is right should be the person to apologize. And you know why? And I learned it, and now I love the thought. I love the process. I love how it works. Because if you're right, we're having an altercation, and you're right. And I'm not seeing anything because I'm just like upset and I'm going in. And sometimes ego, again, here's that word, ego will cause you to keep going in an argument, even if you know that person is right, just because I'm not going to be the one to apologize. I'm not going to be the one to say it's okay. I'm not going to be that. You're not going to get one over on me. So that's what kills it, right? You're not going to get one over on me. So the person who is right is the person that's more calm. The person who is right is the person that has that better disposition. The person who is right is the person who's more mellow, and they can say, you know what? I understand that you're upset. I understand that right now they're not hearing me. I get that. So let me just calm this down by saying, hey, you know what? I apologize. I apologize for whatever I said that upset you. I apologize, and even go even further. If you know what you said, then say that. I apologize that I said XYZ and it upset you so much. I'm sorry. Now, if the person on the other end continues They want to keep arguing. They want to keep going. They want to keep fussing. They want to keep complaining. Then you have to walk away from that situation. Because either their ego is not allowing them to accept that apology. Their ego is not allowing them to let things resolve, let things dissolve, let things get better. Either their ego is holding that, or they just mean. Point blank period. They just mean. Because I don't know how you can be bam, 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 bam. And then somebody takes your fist, for example, and holds it. And they say, you know what, I'm sorry. And they lower your fist. And you pull back your fist again, and you come at them again, and you start hitting again. That's what words do. It's not just a physical act that does that. That's what words do. So if someone does that, if their reaction is that, is because they're trying to be hurtful. They're trying to hurt you. I'm sorry. I got to text y'all. My nephew is trying to get me. They're trying to hurt you. And they're trying to either physically, mentally, or emotionally hurt you. So we have to think about it. We have to realize, is my ego so big that I'm hurting him? Is my ego so big that I'm hurting her? Is it worth it? Is it worth it? I have a thought process when I'm in a relationship. And this is my thought process. Unless we are walking away from this thing, we're gonna resolve it. I might be angry, upset, mad, hurt. You might be angry, upset, mad, hurt. But unless you're saying to me, this is over, I've had enough, then we're gonna resolve that thing. Because who are we fighting? We can't battle each other and make it work. We can't battle each other and build. We can't do it. So if you're a person whose ego is way up here, and you find yourself angry all the time, and you find yourself wanting to be hurtful, because nobody's really going to admit that. How many people say to their spouse or to the person they're dating or whatever, oh, I don't care. I don't care how you feel. I don't care how you think. Now, if you say that, and someone is saying that to you, I truly believe in taking a person for their word. If you tell me something, I'm going to believe it. I'm going to believe what you say. It's none of that, oh, he don't mean that. Oh, yeah, he mean it. He said it. So he meant it. I get, and I understand sometimes we say things in anger, but you tend to really get the truth of who people are when they're angry. So if someone is coming to me and they're saying to me, oh, I don't care, that hurt, look, hey, babe, that hurt my feelings. Oh, I don't care, because you hurt my feelings. Okay, that's what I call the playground concept. You took from me, I'm gonna take from you. You hurt my feelings, I'm gonna hurt your feelings. The playground concept. I work with children. Love what I do. And all day, every day at some point, somebody's going to say, well, you did it first, or he did it first, or she took mine. The playground. The playground. This is childlike thinking. This is what children do. And children do that because children are born with super egos. Children are born saying me, 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 me. I had one of my kids come in one day, a little one, and the shirt said, if I look at it, it's mine. If I think about it, it's mine. If I touch it, it's mine. If I see it, it's mine. And if you have it, it's mine. And we have some adults that think that way and feel that way and act that way. And those are the adults who are not ready to be in relationships. Those are the adults that need to reevaluate the relationships. They need to reevaluate themselves. If they're ready for the relationship, if they're being fair to their mate, and if their egos are so big and so large that they can't even enjoy. I made a post today Let me see if I can. Oops. Let me see if I can find it. I made a post today, and it said, I saw it somewhere else, of course, and I thought it was a good post. I thought it was a good thought. It said, where did it go? It said, I remember them toxic relationships. Whole day be ruined by 8 a.m. sharp. And the comment I put on there was, when we think back to the people we gave our time to, over the relationships we weren't ready to either, typo, I gotta fix that. The relationships we weren't ready for, that we should not have, know your worth, know your boundaries. Ooh, I messed that up. I have to fix that. So let's just go with the original point. Let's not worry about what I said. It says, I remember them toxic relationships. Whole day be ruined by 8 a.m. sharp. If you can say that, if you are in a relationship that before the day even starts, before you could even get out the door, you arguing, you fussing, you complaining, there's an issue, there's a problem, that is a toxic relationship. That relationship is an issue. That person you're dealing with is toxic. Who the hell is arguing at 8 o'clock in the morning? Like, what you wake up like, oh, I remember yesterday. I remember last night. I remember what you said. Another point. If you're going to lay down and go to sleep angry and you can't resolve those issues, and you lay down and go to sleep by your spouse, by your husband or your wife, or you lay down and you go to sleep and you angry with the other person that you're giving your time and attention to, and you're not trying to resolve it, that's a problem. That is a lack of healthy communication. Now, let me be the first to raise my hand. I have gone to sleep angry with my husband. I have gone to sleep angry with the person that I'm dating at the time. I have done that. You live and you learn. But was it healthy? Was it a good thing to do? No. I get sometimes that feelings and emotions tap in, and we're feeling a certain way, and we don't feel like having that conversation. But do this, something I learned. At least say, and I learned this in counseling, because y'all know I'm a big up counselor. I love, love, love counseling. The best thing that has ever happened to me in my life, beside my children, was me going to counseling and getting some woosah for Donna. Because Donna has some past history of issues and hurt and childhood trauma and all these things that I brought into my adulthood, and it affected my relationships because I didn't know how. So counseling helped me to resolve those things. So if you have an opportunity to go to counseling, resolve some issues, whether they're with self or with someone else, parent, family member, for whoever, please, please, please take the time to do that. Resolve those issues so you won't bring that residue onto someone else. At work, you can bring that residue. At home, you can bring that residue. Out in the street, you can bring that residue. You know how? Somebody's cutting you off. You driving and you get cut off. And your first response is to go off and start yelling and cursing and trying to catch up with them and whatever. Resolve those issues. Because just understand, first of all, that person can't hear you. Second of all, you are wasting your time and energy because you chasing them because they already passed you. So, it's happened. It's nothing you could do about it. Egos, they make limitations. They create limitations. Let go of the ego and understand that you are not always right. Talking to myself. You are not always right. It does not always have to be your way. There is someone else involved in this network, in this circle that you call life. And at some point in time, you claimed, I care about you. I love you. You mean something to me. Let your ego go and understand it's about building that relationship up. It's about making that person feel just as good as they felt the day you said, hey, will you marry me? Or the day that you said, yes, I'll marry you. Or the day that you said, yeah, you can have my number. Or the day that you said, I would love to go out with you. Or the day that you said, hey, I'd love to try this to see how it works out. I'd love to be with just you, and you love, and I would hope that you would love to be with just me. Or the day that you said, I love you for the first time. Go back to the thought of how important those times were. And if you continue in that thought process, your ego will not set limitations that you can't go beyond, because you set up these boundaries and these issues and these hurt feelings, and you can't, the relationship is stagnant, or you stunted the growth of the relationship because your ego is so big. You know, most people who are egotistical, and y'all know I love this word, because if you've been keeping up with the videos and watching, you'll know that I have a new favorite word. Now, it's not my favorite word, but it's a word that I've become more knowledgeable on and understanding, because I was living a life with a person that I did not understand and know and realize was a narcissist. Narcissistic people have egos that are so large and so huge. They compliment themselves all the time. They'll compliment you, but they'll make sure you know that you don't look better than them. Narcissistic attitude. They'll let you know that they want you all to do something, but they'll make sure you know at the end of the day it's about what they want to do. Narcissistic attitude, narcissistic personality, narcissistic people. Narcissistic people usually have the biggest egos. Also, I've learned narcissistic people have huge egos because they are very, very, very insecure. Narcissistic people have huge egos because they are very insecure. Didn't learn that, didn't know that, didn't realize that until I sat back and looked at it and I saw it. So, check your ego. Check it at the door. Once you say, I want to be with you, you have to realize that your ego has to shrink. Never dumb yourself down for anybody. Never stop being who you are. Never try to pull your happiness from someone else. Have that healthy level of ego. Have that healthy dose of being egotistical. Because a healthy dose is good. A healthy dose keeps you safe and secure. But an unhealthy dose keeps you on the defense. It keeps you from letting things grow. It keeps it stagnant. It stops it. All right. So I love this subject way more than I thought I would. I had to get some notes. I texted the person and was like, hey, you got to give me a little bit more, because I'm kind of drawing I was doing 50 million things, and I wanted to come right with this subject, so I wanted to make sure I was relaying his thoughts. I hope I did. I hope I relayed his thoughts the way that he would have wanted me to. So please know that once this video ends, it's going to be posted. It'll be available for you to view how you want, when you want. You can stop it, pause it, rewind, go forward, whatever. But just take the information, either use it, apply it, or throw it away, or give it to somebody that may need it. Because we're here to help each other grow. I love you guys. Have a great weekend. Getting ready, because y'all know I love my friends, I love my family, I love people, I love entertaining. So we are having our movies on the lawn at the Walls. The Walls Summer Series Movies on the Lawn. So we have that in my backyard. I have several friends coming over, but we're going to kick it off with a barbecue. So we'll be grilling at about 6. The grill will be running. My man, Mr. King, is a grill master. He's going to be running the grill. And when it gets dark, the feature presentation will be showing up on the screen. So you get your movie popcorn and your candies. I'll supply that. I got y'all candy. I got y'all popcorn. But y'all bring the food. So I love y'all, and I see you later. And next Friday, I'm going to be doing a special camper conversation at the campground. I'm going to the Melanated Camp Out. So I'll be actually at a literal campground and not in my backyard. Having our camper conversation. I love you guys. Have a great weekend. Be safe. Take care of each other. Take care of yourself so you can take care of somebody else if they need you. Love you. Bye.